Welcome to another edition of Coffee and Guitars, my friends. So I have a little holiday mug here because it's about 100 degrees in Los Angeles today and we're so close to Halloween. So I thought a holiday mug would be quite apropos. So today, we're talking about getting to know your delays. Because it's, whether you guys know it or not, a delay is such an essential effect that we need for guitar. And delays are used all the time, even when you don't know it, like a chorus uses delays. But let's just talk about straight delay. So what I have here, and so what we want to do is get to know these things so we can use them, okay? And this is all coming from because I see way too many people on guitar forums and all over the place asking for the exact presets that someone used. And that doesn't help you because anyone who does presets, they're doing it for the way they play through their speaker cabinet with their guitar in their situation. So you have to learn how to use your gear. You have to learn how to use your delay pedal to get the sound you want. And there's so many different ways to use delay. Okay, so what we want to do is start with something really simple. Okay, now I do have a really cool pedal, the Strymon El Capistan Echo. But I'm going to use it as a delay. And what I'm going to do today, what we're going to do is something simple and just adjust the mix of the dry signal and the delayed signal. Okay, so I'm just going to use it as a delay. So let's go ahead and listen to it. Here it is. I'm using an expression pedal to adjust the mix. Okay, so here we go. So the echo is set very low. Yeah, you can hardly hear it, huh? There it is. So I have it set really low, and there's a reason for it. And so that's with the heel down. As I press the expression pedal with the toe down, you're going to hear the echoes a lot louder in the mix. So it's about even, maybe a scooch louder than my dry signal. Okay, so there's reasons for doing that too. So why don't we do this? Let's try one application of delay or echo. So what I'm doing is, if I want to play a little fast phrase, I'm going to have the echo set pretty low, right? Because I'm going to play all these notes. Okay, so, oops. So I don't want all those delayed notes getting in the way, but I need some sort of ambiance there. I don't want it to be completely dry. So I had it set low. So what if I set the mix a little bit more? Maybe more than that. Okay, so now I've got a lot of echo. Hopefully you can tell this is not going to work. So now I've got all these delayed notes repeating, and as loud as the notes I'm playing, it's becoming a big clusterfuck of a mess, and this is no good. So we're just talking about mix. We're not talking about worrying about the delay time just yet or any other things. If you have a fancier delay, they have modulation and deep modulation, lighter modulation. We're not even talking about that stuff. We're just talking about simple delay. So here's what you want to do. If you're going to play a lot of fast phrases, you want that echo set low, but sometimes when you're playing, you really want it to sound like you're in a big space, even though you're playing really fast phrases. So being able to adjust the mix is pretty good. Okay, so now I have it set low. All right, so I have it set low. So if I'm going to play a lot of notes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust the mix level when I'm done with my phrase, so I can really get some echoes and it's going to sound cool. Okay, so I made that solo sound really massive at the end without all the delayed notes getting in the way. And, as I'm doing it, I'm leaving the echoes low. And as soon as I play that last note, the bend like that, I'm pushing my expression pedal down to get those delays to come up so it sounds like I'm playing some massive space. All right, there you go. So now I got something bigger, and this is just a little trick that a lot of guys use. They use an expression pedal. Okay, so now here goes to the next one. Maybe I do want a lot of echoes, right? Because I want to play something slower, a little bit more ambient, right? So if I have the echo set low, this is not going to work so well. It's a little bare sounding, right? If I want to play something slow. It's all right. It's just not quite doing it. So let me increase the mix level. Let me see. So let's try something like, now I've got somewhere a little more. Yeah, okay, now. So now I've got something a little more spacey, if that's what I'm going for. Also with swells, right? Let's increase it. Now I've got the delays almost as loud as my dry signal. Okay, so now I've got something a little bit more ambient. If that's what I'm going for, something slower, then I do need those echoes a little higher. So I'm at least doing this all with one pedal. So this gives me an excuse to buy a little more expensive pedal to allow me that control. So what do you do when you have one pedal? Like, you know, I don't have it here next to me. Something like a Boss DD3, a straight up digital delay pedal. Nothing more than setting up your digital delay time and your feedback. So what do? Well, this really depends what you're trying to do. If you might have to set it somewhere in the middle. Okay, and my El Capistan, I've done a lot of times. I set it up not too high, not too low. Let's see. It's still a little too low for me in the mix. Let's try something in the middle here. Might be okay. All right, so that's okay. I might fine tune it just a little bit there. So now I've got a delay that at least if I play anything fast, the notes won't necessarily get in the way. They're in there a little more than I'd like, but it's okay. But at least when I finish my phrase, I've got the echo. It sounds like I'm playing in a big space. All right, so that's enough time for this, you guys. So we did something really simple. We just adjusted the mix level. So here's what you can do. If you just have cheap delay pedals, then you get two different delay pedals. Set one delay pedal for a very low in the mix sound when you're going to do solos on a lot of notes. Set that up, you know, very low in the mix. If you want to do something more ambient and slow, you know, you might have to get another delay pedal, but bring those delays back up in the mix. So you might have to have a separate delay pedal that will do that, or you get something a little fancier, costs a little bit more, but you can have that control with an expression pedal and adjust it all night long, which is great. All right, you guys, questions, comments, you know, put it down below, and I hope to see you next time. So, here's to all you coffee drinkers and guitar players out there.